Hello, Aries, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. Got cards trying to fly out, but a little too many. We'll put those back in. This will be your weekly reading for the week of December 14th through the 20th. During that time, we will have a waning crescent moon, which is a time of surrender, rest, and healing. Just a time to let go and prepare for the next cycle ahead. Just get yourself energized. So go ahead and take that nap, do a little meditation this week. Go to bed early, get a good night's sleep. That new moon comes in on the 20th, which of course is a time for a fresh start, new beginnings. It's real close to the solstice, which is on the 21st. So it's just time for a new start. We're going to make new changes, do new projects, change just what we want to do for the next cycle ahead. So keep those moon energies in mind, of course, as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter. So, as always, please take what resonates today and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. All right, Aries, and your overall message for this reading is confidence is your key to success. Whoops. All right, cards, do you want to cooperate today? All right, as I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to say that since my readings are free to you guys, all that I ask is that you click on that subscribe button for me. It really helps my channel. It's super, super easy for you to do. So I will give you just a moment to do that right now. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you. Really, I do appreciate you coming back and helping me build a community here. I see that, we have repeating people that come back and watch the readings every week, and that makes me feel awesome. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been repeating and coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. And I hope you stick around. Maybe you'll like the readings. So, all right, let's get into this. Aries, December 14th through the 20th. Confidence is your key to success. Your present energy is a little bit of heartbreak here with the Three of Swords. So some sort of disappointment or something is coming in for you this week that's kind of kicking things off. And that's your overall energy right now, is that you're feeling a little heartbroken, a little disappointed about something. Something may not have gone your way. Let me get adjusted here. Gone the way that you wanted it to go. But we'll see where the reading goes. Hopefully sometimes that's just a learning thing. It's a learning lesson. We all go through disappointments. There's things going on and you just kind of tough it out. It is what it is. Let's see, your current situation is the Seven of Swords. So, was there some sort of theft or hidden agenda or something that has disappointed you with someone else? Or is it something that maybe you were kind of involved with? So this is our card of cunning, being crafty, but it also could mean theft or hidden agenda. Now, are you the perpetrator or are you the receiver of this? Of course, that can be heartbreaking. So if any of you, if you want to reach out in the comments and let me know, I'm kind of reading this as this is done unto you, that someone has done something that you're just flabbergasted that they would do it. But I also get the feeling that something in the back of your mind is like you kind of just knew they were capable of it. So even though it is a big disappointment, it's almost like you kind of knew that this could happen. I just really intuitively get that feeling there. What is at the root of this situation is the Magician. So this could have just been you asking for, let's bring the situation to an end. Okay. Um, and what I mean by that is that this is someone that is around you that's dealing with some kind of problems in their life that's really affecting you, that you kind of wanted this exposed to maybe get them the help that they needed, if that makes sense. If there was some sort of theft or something, or for you to just say, I'm done, I'm washing my hands of this entire situation. So that's really how I'm reading this. This is just a very different feel for me coming in on this reading already with what's happening here. But the Magician's at the root of it, that you've kind of been asking for help in this situation. What do I need to do? And sometimes it is about doing the hard thing, and it's very disappointing. It's disappointing. That's they call that tough love. When you want the thing, you have to do the hard thing to make the person kind of go and get some help, right? In your recent past is the Three of Cups. So, you may have come out of a good time and kind of celebrating something, and you thought things were good, and maybe maybe that's kind of when this happened too. Maybe there was something exposed there that you thought things were good, and you thought that there were things to celebrate, and just something, almost like something caught your eye or something got your attention that you thought, well, that's not right, So confidence is your key to success. Again, we'll go to your overall reading. You know what's right. And so, again, if this theft or something has happened, you know the right thing to do. If it requires getting this person help or just cutting them off completely, sometimes you just have to do the tough love thing. What's on your mind this week is, yeah, moving towards the future here with the Six of Swords. So moving towards with better thoughts, better ideas in calmer waters. And if this is some sort of kinetic, just crazy, I just really get this feeling that this has maybe something to do with addiction, or with someone who just can't seem to get their life on the straight and narrow path. This could be a child of yours. This could be a grandchild of yours. This could be a friend of yours. Someone that you just kind of have to tough love them into getting the help that they need and getting them back on the right track. But that's on your mind. Is like, let's move into the future in a calm way. Let's get everything, all of this stuff out in the open so that we can, discuss it and get you the help that you need to move you on the correct path. What is just ahead of you this week is the Knight of Pentacles. So there may be some sort of action here on the financial front that, and I would say with something like this, maybe it involves therapy, and it's that you have to take some action to get that started, in the financial realm. This person might not have the resources. You might need to help them get to those resources that can get them the help. I don't see the devil card coming up yet, but I just get the feeling that this does have something to do with either addiction or someone who just can't seem to get their life on track. And it's not you. It's like you're helping someone, that's someone around you. I just, for some reason, I'm not getting the feeling that it's you. It's just you're kind of in this situation, but it's not you, if that makes any sense. In your advice position is to hold on to your own stability during this time. You are a stable, you're a stable person in this person's life. You might be the only stability that they have and the only person that they can come to. Again, it could be friend, family, that sort of thing, but hold on to that stability. Don't let yourself become unstable. And this could be financial stability, but also just life stability. That, fours are about, a table. I would like to use the example of four is about stability, period, and in numerology, right? So, and that's, imagine a three-legged table. It's not quite as stable as a four-legged table, right? It's that stability. But hold on to that stability, because that's kind of the beacon and kind of the shining light for this person, that they know you're stable. They know the things coming out of your mouth, whatever you're telling them, is going to be true. And they trust that because they know that you're stable, and they know that they can trust the things that you say and do. What is beyond your control this week is the Chariot, is that so you would take some sort of action at some point. It's almost like, again, the Chariot's about gathering information before the action starts, right? So, um, yeah, you're gathering that information. Again, you may need to either help them financially or at least be there to get them started, get the ball rolling again. And I'm kind of just getting like either a therapy situation or maybe even a rehab situation where you need to be there to get the ball rolling financially so that they can get the kind of help they need. Maybe help them with, the insurance part of it, or getting some sort of financial aid, some sort of help so that they can get help for themselves. What is your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? Well, the Page of Cups. So this is a new path in emotion, and this is kind of our comedian. So maybe it's your secret desire to just have a laugh, to through all of this stress and tension and all of the stuff that's going on, is you just want, and I don't blame you, is just to release and just have a day off from it. And if that's the case, if you do need to laugh, if this is so heavy and bogging you down so much, find a friend to go hang out with that makes you laugh. Find a movie that makes you laugh. Find a comedian, go to a comedy club, do something that literally makes you laugh. Laughter it's one of those therapeutic things that helps us. It's there for a reason. It helps us forget about everything that's going, even if it's just for a couple of hours, that you can just forget about life and be like, you know what, this is so stressful. I just need some sort of release. And laughter is a great release when it comes to stress and dealing with things that are really, really heavy. In your outcome position is, yeah, a little bit of debate here with the Five of Wands. And I feel like this is maybe even, is this friends and family surrounding this person that there's debate on how things should be managed, maybe. But let's remember who's the stable one in this. And there may be debates on how to do things, and maybe even with that person as well. But I'm gonna say stick to it. I just feel like you're really, you're just being the helper. You're really being the helper this week, and it is kind of heavy. What's hidden from you this week is the King of Wands. So, this is a card of knowledge, of a passion, and it's hidden from you. And again, because I feel like you're in helper mode this week, that this might be you just really reaching to try to understand why this person loves this thing that they do that's bad for them. It's you're trying to understand it. It's not a world that you're involved with. It's not something that you participate in, but you're really just trying to understand this person so that you can be there to help them. Um, again, I it's weird for me to get. I usually when readings like this don't come through for like another person, but somebody out there needs to hear this because they're really in this helping hand position this week, and it's just really coming through for you, Aries. So be confident. It's your key to success. Keep that stability. Keep your wits about you and your sense of humor, and kind of hold your ground here, when it comes to that 5 of Wands, when you're having debates about how this needs to come out. And this card is flying right out for you from the Soul Oracle deck. Your final message here is laugh at your demons. So there's laugh again, and maybe not even, again, I was saying we didn't see the devil card, which is about addiction. So this could be other situations too. Maybe it isn't quite addiction for everybody. It could be for some of you, that you're helping another person through that, but maybe just getting their life together and getting on track. It could be that they're in a bunch of financial debt. They're in trouble financially. They're in trouble in some way that you are just going to be the rock there, that the stable rock that they can come to and get help. You're just going to be that person this week. Let's get a message here on what you need to do about self-care. So besides laughing at your demons and maybe laughing at theirs also, and just laughter, just try to have some sense of humor through this. It sounds like it's a heavy situation, and you need to also just escape a little bit just for your own mental well-being this week. All right, self-care for Aries as they go through this is the card that says, listen. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. Wow. I've never even seen this card. There's someone that needs you this week. Someone needs you. That's all there is to it. There's someone needs you this week. They need you to listen. They need you to be stable. They need you to be confident. They need you to help them move towards a future that's a little more stable. So in whatever way that you can manage and help them and get that together, I feel like you have been praying for it. You've been praying for help for them anyway, and the help is coming. At least they're realizing that they need help, and hopefully they came to you. Hopefully it didn't, if it came to your attention in a theft way, I'm sorry, that's awful. But you're disappointed about it, but things are looking up. So I also want you to look up angel number 33, since we have 2 3s right there. I don't see any other repeats on the table. So look up angel number 33, Aries, and see if that helps you at all with whatever you're going through this week. So, Aries, thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best with this. This is a very kind of a heavy reading to do today. If you have comments that you're comfortable sharing, of course, drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Did you have to take some time to listen to someone? Were you being their stable rock this week? And my heart goes out to you with helping someone through something like this. I know it's not easy. So awesome of you to be there and to be a good person to help them with this. So, Aries, thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you like my reading style, if you hit that like and subscribe button, it really helps my channel. I appreciate that so much. But more importantly, it'll help you find me next week, and we can see if maybe this story continues or if there's some total new energy here for you next week. So, thanks so much, Aries, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.